Welcome to episode 2 of Southern Girl Knits. And my name is Tish. I am Tish Knits 33 on Ravelry and Tish Knits pretty much everywhere else. Basically, I'm on Instagram. That's kind of my social media preference, I guess you could say. So if you're going to find me, that's where you're going to find me. So I'm recording in my kitchen. I'm on the hunt for the perfect light in my house. So we're going to try this. My coffee pot. I'm a huge coffee addict. You should know this about me. So let's get started. Last week I wore this hat and I wore it again because I was told that I said nothing about it. I guess beginner mistake. Y'all are probably going to have to forgive me on a lot of things, and this is one of them. I'm still learning. So this is the Hurricane hat pattern. It's Knit Picks, worsted weight, and I cannot remember the colorway. I will have to look it up. I'm failing you again. I will put it in the show notes. But it's the Hurricane hat pattern. I've knit like a bazillion of these. Everybody in my house has one in every color. It's one of those really fun, easy, super easy knits. It's easy to mod for tinier heads and whatnot. So I will link it in the show notes for you though, because it's really awesome. And I'm probably going to cast one on now that I've said that. So last week we were talking about how I have a big part of the Arkansas Fiber Arts Extravaganza, which we just had in September. So I wanted to kind of show you some things that I got from there that are super awesome. And I believe that Stacy from Mustache Yarns talked about this particular vendor on her show. They are super awesome. They're new to the vending world. This was her first year to vend, but she's been on Etsy for I think about a year, and it's October House. Actually, I have a card here that you can probably see a lot better. October House. Her Etsy, yeah, there's her Etsy shop right there. Yeah. So she has amazing, you walked in her booth and October House, her booth looked like October. It was like every color, it was pretty much like this. You really see this? This is her 75 merino top, 25% silk in the Posies colorway. It's 4.3 ounces, and oh, it's just delicious. I mean, seriously, look at that. It's like so sweet. It smells so good. Also from her, I got some of her Sojourn sock, and it is 460 yards of 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and this is the Blooming Fields colorway. So you can really see the color here. Oh, that's better. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I want to knit. I think this is going to be next up on my needles. I'm thinking about doing the Skype sock in this. I'm not sure. What do you think? I think you need to help me. And this is the other one because maybe you'll choose this one. This is her other sock base that I got. Same base. It's the September Field colorway. So I think they're both a variegated. So which one should I put on my needles next? I'm leaning towards this one, but I'm a pink girl and I really like pink, so it's kind of hard for me to decide. They're both absolutely gorgeous, so it's not like I'd be upset with either one of them. Also, sorry about hitting the table. I got these hand-spun yarn tag. I've never had these and I've wanted them. Aren't they cute? I've always wanted some of those to put on my hand-spun. I'll have to share some of my hand-spun with you. I have not done that, but there's many episodes yet to go, right? Also got some of these cute little stitch markers. I'm sure you've seen those before. They're just the twisted. I love these. I've had them before, and you can never have enough, right? So also from there, I told you about the Magic and Moonshine, going to their booth and hitting them up and finding out that she was no longer dying. which I found out if you say that to someone who is not in the knitting, spinning, crafting world, that you're sad someone is no longer dying, yeah, they don't get it. You just sound like a horrible, horrible person. So I got another one of her sushi rolls. I love these colors. And this one is Walu. And this is her, it's 100% merino, 400 yards. So I'm sure it will become a pretty shawl or shawlette of some sort. And last week when I was talking about her, I was going to knit it into the other bump that I got. Do you remember this? I had it in my cute little bag. I was going to knit the TGV shawl, or I am knitting the TGV shawl. It didn't get any love this week, but I am knitting it. And I wanted to show you the last one that I knit and why I love it so much. Isn't this great? It's a crescent shawl. Super fun, easy knit. I mean, there's no stress. It's something you can actually knit at knit night and not have to tink back. Yeah, it's like that. Unless there's alcohol involved, and then I'm just a terrible knitter and have to tink back all the things. I don't know why I try to knit and drink. I don't know why my friends let me knit and drink. That's really the question. So this is knit out of, if the TARDIS is Rockin' colorway, I'll have to go look it up. It was a random yarn that I found one day, and being the uber Doctor Who nerd fangirl that I am, I swooped it up. Can't remember where I got it from or anything of the nature, which is terrible. So, also, let's see, what other booths did I hit up? Oh, Lost City Knits. This is their Pathways sock and the Mint Fresh colorway, 385 yards. This will become a sock hat. And my daughter fell in love with it when I got home from the extravaganza. It's like a mint green. I'm hoping the colors aren't too shiny for you to see. It's really coming out blue, but it's more of a mint green color. Yeah. I'll have to put that on my Ravelry page so you can see the color a little better, because I think it's washing out for you. That will become a sock hat eventually. Maybe for Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. So one of the other booths that I hit, oh, well, while I'm still in Magic and Moonshine, I forgot about this. It wasn't rolled up, so it looked like all the other yarn. Also got this from Magic and Moonshine. In the Drops of Jupiter colorway. Yeah, I bought it because of the name. Drops of Jupiter. Yeah, I will sing. I will not torture you like that. That would be horrible. This is 430 yards of fingering weight. It's 75% merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. You can see the sparkle in it. Isn't it beautiful? I'm not sure what that will become. No clue. I don't know what it wants to be yet. So, let's see. What else do we have from... Also, I told you I hit up Magic and Moonshine pretty hard, right? This is the Crocus Blossoms and also her merino nylon stellina base. Sparkles aren't showing quite as well on this one. But isn't that beautiful? I'm not sure what this one wants to be either. And if I knit it in the wrong thing, I'll just have to tink it back. Does anybody else have that problem? It's like there are certain yarns that just want to be certain things, and if you don't let them be those things, you just have to frog it. And I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one with that problem. I'm kind of crazy like that. So the other booth that I hit pretty hard was Mustache, which you've seen my husband's socks. I'll show you those later because there's been progress on those. But also I got from her booth her sports sock. And this is also her OCD color base, which means there's 2 skeins in here that match perfectly. Like seriously, for real. You heard me talk about this. It's like amazing. It's the coolest thing ever. This is in her retro rainbow colorway. It's an 80/20 merino nylon. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm not sure what this will become either. I don't know. And that's the joy, right? Let's see, what else did I get from her? Ritz sock. And 436 yards of fingering weight. 75% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. And this is Night at the Roxbury. Isn't that awesome? It's so bright and fun and loud. I'm thinking definitely something for my 13, about to be 14-year-old. She turns 14 this month. Where does the time go? So that's pretty much the bulk of my, what I got from the extravaganza this year. Spent way too much money, but you know, what's a girl gonna do, right? We have to spend money. Okay, so if you see flashes of light, we're having like a horrible thunderstorm here. It's insane. There's like tornado alerts. I'm from Louisiana, but living in Arkansas, so hurricanes I get. Tornadoes, not so much. These still freak me out. I've been here for like 13 years and it still freaks me out. So I wanted to talk about what I was watching on television. I just finished The Blacklist, which I don't like to watch shows until they're done so that I can binge watch them, because that's just my preferred method of TV viewing. So I finished the first season of The Blacklist, and it was as good as everyone says it is. It's really that good, yeah. So I finished season 1, and what few episodes are out of season 2. And then I'm watching Gilmore Girls again. I love Gilmore Girls. How could you not love Gilmore Girls? It's awesome. So I'm taking that one kind of slow and just watching a few episodes here and there. The Walking Dead started back last night. I haven't watched it yet, so I will watch that today. I try to put it off as much as I can because it's like, I don't know, I want to savor it. So, but what I'm reading right now, and my Goodreads list is on my WordPress page, and it puts what books there's 3 books that I have started, and the top one is Dismantled, the next one is Girl with All the Gifts, and the last one is Silo. It's the Hugh Howey series. I read the first one, The Wool Omnibus. It's, oh my gosh, amazing. And Silo is the prequel to the Wool series. If you have not read that, you seriously need to jump and run and go get it. But I was reading those, and I put them aside because I was at the bookstore, and I read pretty much ebooks. I read on my iPad. Except every once in a while, I get a craving for just a real book. And I was in Barnes & Noble, and I came by the classic literature section that they put out at the beginning of the school year for all the kids. And I found this. And I am not sure how, in all of my years, many, many years of reading, this one has escaped me. I'm from the South even. I'm like ashamed to tell you that I haven't read this book. But I haven't. And so I started it and love it. So everything else is going to sit in waiting until I finish this because, yeah, it really is that good. It really is. Like, I'm seriously in love with it. Can't put it down. So, there's no telling how long it'll take me to finish it. It kind of really just depends on what's going on in the world with the kids. So let's go over what I have done, what I've completed this week, which isn't very much. I don't know. It's kind of a good, I'm proud of myself. So remember the socks I was knitting for my tiniest human? Sock 1 and ta-da! Sock 2 off the needles, done, completed. And I didn't tell you last week, these are the Fiber Nature. It's Fiber Nature yarn. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It didn't have a colorway on it. It was one of those random skeins that you find. I mean, not Hobby Lobby. I'm sorry. Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning we'll have yarn. They even have Debbie Bliss sometimes. It really just kind of depends on, it's kind of a luck of the draw. I don't know. But there was a ton of it because look how much I have left. Like, seriously, that's a lot of yarn. So I'm not sure what to do with it, tell you the truth. I mean, it'll obviously go in my scraps of yarn place that things go, sock yarn. So maybe I'll be one of those people that knit a barn raising quilt one day. I don't know. I really don't. We'll see. Right now the scraps just collect and they've become massive. I've even given a ton away to someone who did the miter square blanket. And they've collected up again. So maybe I'll do one. I don't know. In my Rainstorm Studio bag, which, there it is. Here's her tag. She is on Etsy. and she just had an update last night. So today is Monday. I'm not sure if this video will upload today or tomorrow. So last night, Sunday, she had an update at her shop, and she's got some new bags up, and she's going to have another update soon. 30% of her sales are going to Silly Fru, and you really do, if you're on Instagram, you can do the hashtag where you search the hashtags. Hashtag search Crush the Sack, and you can find her. She's got her latest Silly Fru. I think her name in real life is Wendy. And you can find her 2 latest updates on YouTube, not on her blog. She is in the hospital, and so she's been updating from her hospital bed. And her story it's quite amazing. After I watched her updates on YouTube telling what she was going through and what she's been through and how much the knitting community has supported her, and she's just so grateful, and she just seems like such a wonderful, amazing person. And her if you want to check out her blog, it's the Sassy Pants Knitter. I mean, not her blog, her video podcast. She's a Sassy Pants Knitter. And her story is just so amazing and so uplifting. And there's so many people out there supporting her. There's Etsy shops. There's indie dyers that are dyeing yarn just for her and giving her either all the proceeds or part of the proceeds. Everybody's trying to do their little piece to help her out. And it's just amazing. I love the knitting community. It comes together, and we will support anyone, anytime, anywhere, and it's amazing, and I love that. So if you get a chance, go to Rainstorm Studios, check out her new update, and just remember that your purchases are going to go to help a wonderful, wonderful lady. So these are the socks I was knitting for my husband, and these were out of the Mustache yarn in her OCD color base in the sesame colorway. And it doesn't look like it, but I got a lot done because, yeah, they're huge. This is why I don't knit men's socks. Yeah, seriously. So this was the second one that I had just a wee little toe last week. So I've gotten some progress done. So I knit more on this one and a good bit on this one. And I think I'm about ready to put in the line for the afterthought heel. I guess that would make it a forethought heel. I don't know. Some people put a lot of thought into that. So, what else did I get accomplished? Oh, yes, I'm very excited about this. This is in my Piddaloo bag that I got forever ago. How cute is that? It's one of her large wedge bags with the little sheep. Love it. And I decided to do this because it's Pinktober, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have experienced this personally in my family, not myself, but family members of mine, very close family members, have had battles with breast cancer. And so, Pinktober. And I have in here, remember the mittens? Remember they were, I think when you saw them, they looked like this. And I was thinking it was going to be a sock. And then I decided that no, it didn't want to be a sock. It wanted to be a mitten. So I made it a mitten. Because look at that. Right? I think I chose wisely. I think it's gorgeous, and I'm very excited about it. This is in the Hiawassee Creek Dye Works. Here's the other one. I've gotten the second one started. And usually I do 2 at a time, not on the same needles, on separate needles, but usually I knit my socks at the same time on separate needles like I was doing with my husband's socks. But I must not have had another set of needles. I don't know. But either way, these are getting done now. And it didn't use a lot of yarn. That's what's left off the first one. So I might need to make some baby socks. Wouldn't these be cute, baby socks? Always thinking. All right. And last but not least, I also completed one of my Frankenfinger mitts in the Halloween. These are for my Halloweeny. Look. Isn't that awesome? Yay! And that's the Frankenfingers pattern by Elizabeth Green Musselman. Awesome pattern, well written. I thought it was going to be super hard putting these fingers in, like real fiddly. And it's not. It's super easy. The pattern is very well written and it's kind of intuitive. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. It really is. and I have the second one started. So, in fact, I think, yeah, I've already started increasing for the thumb. So I'll have those done pretty soon, actually. And I believe that's all that I have for you this week. And I just want to say a really big thank you to everybody who watched my first episode and was so supportive. I got a lot of great feedback. Again, the knitting community is so supportive, and so are my friends who have left me comments and texted me and told me that I did a great job, and I really appreciate that. And I've had shout outs from Elizabeth from Dark Matter Knits and Stacy from Mustache Yarns, and it's just been really awesome, and I'm really appreciative of everything that you guys have done and said. I think I've hit like 1,000 views on my first video, which I guess that's awesome. I'm amazed. I'm blown away. Like, I thought, hey, if I had 50 people, that would be awesome. But there's like over 1,000 of you guys out there. So that's really cool. And I'm super excited. And I really want to podcast for you guys more. And so thanks so much. And I look forward to talking to you next week.